Gotta love that peaceful Mass Effect like melody. Alright, I'm streaming on Twitch. It says it's sending data to YouTube. Alright. YouTube is always less efficient. Ugh. But it works. I can't complain about that. Alright, so yeah. I'm going to be back in No Man's Sky. Jesus, my brain. It's been a long day. So it's been a few days since I've actually had a chance to record. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into Mass Effect. My brain was just thinking about another sci-fi game. Let's see. Last time was Noveria. Liara's mom. I remember the title I put for the stream. Liara's mom has got it going on. So yeah, that's how I'll remember that. Hey, it's Mothy. Wow, within seconds. Hey, Mothy. God, how do you do that? How do you do that? I've literally been live like less than a minute. How are you doing today, buddy? Alright, so, oh, did I check the, did I check Shepard's locker last time I got back to the ship? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I barely remember a few days ago. I'm remotely working and just got the notification. Very nice. It's always like, wow, he just like, damn, he just saw. I'm doing pretty good. You know, been a busy day, but not a bad day. No work, but I just, you know, was keeping myself busy with other things, which was nice. Hey, it's the Patman. How are you doing, the Patman? I got a few more levels in Phasmophobia, the Patman. Now I am level 96, which is dumb. And I believe that puts me at 78,000 extra dollars in Phasmophobia. So I shouldn't have to worry about buying all that extra gear. Watched the Nobody movies today with my buddy. Nice. What'd you think of them? I really loved the first Nobody. I thought the first Nobody was a fantastic film. The second Nobody is okay. It's not bad. Like, it's literally not bad. But to me, it just lacked the charm of the first one. But I still think it's a good movie. I just would put the first one above it. It's almost like how I feel about Guardians of the Galaxy 2 versus Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Like, 2 is a good movie, but 1 is way better. Hey, Sean888. I only said Sean because there's a lot of N's in there. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. No idea if you're on YouTube or Twitch, but I appreciate it all the same. So I'm going to be playing some Mass Effect today, Sean. And I hope you're having a good day. I liked them. The first one was great. The second one was really mid, in my opinion. I didn't think it was mid. I just didn't... I thought it was a little better than mid. I don't like the phrase mid. I don't know. Something about it annoys me. But, like, I thought it was okay. Like, you know, it wasn't exceptional. It wasn't amazing. But, like, yeah, it was all right. It had a few cool moments. You brought a lot of shotguns. You brought a lot of Russians. Yeah. Yeah. I prefer the first one. The first one was such a better movie. I feel like 12 gallons of shit in a 10-gallon hat this week has run me ragged. Dude, that's how I felt the last couple of days. Probably nowhere near as much as you, but I mean still. Like, I had a very physically demanding couple of days. And I was like dead. But not run ragged though. Like, I had a pretty relaxing day before that, you know, in spite of work. Not every day runs me ragged at work, but just some of them though physically just kick my ass. Like, everything hurts when I get home and I have no energy. Yeah, it was enjoyable. Like, yes, Mothy. Yeah, that's if anybody would ask me like how I felt about Nobody 2, like, it was an enjoyable movie. Would I recommend it over the first one? I would not. But yeah, it was enjoyable. It did have a few cool action sequences. Like some of the stuff at the amusement park at the end was certainly visually entertaining. So, do you feel like 12 gallons of shit in a 10-gallon hat, the Pat Man? because work just has been kicking your ass, or are you actually physically sick? Just out of curiosity. Or is it maybe a combination? Alright, so I'm going to head back to the Citadel really quick because I want to buy... I noticed last time after I ended the stream, I have enough money to buy a couple of Spectre weapons, so I'm going to do that. I hate how they brought up the villain quite late in the movie. Yeah, that's one of the issues I had with it, is there was too much of a disconnect from the villain to the actual main characters. You know, there needs to be at least some interaction and some connectivity to kind of really get the audience more connected in what's going on. And they kind of did that pretty well in the first one. Like, you know, once the moment he hit that bus, you were pretty much getting character development for the bad guy. And their paths were pretty much at that point set on a collision course. But in the second one, like, they're just kind of there and doing stuff. Have I seen the steam machine? I have not. What is the steam machine? Uh-oh. Shepard. Uh-oh. Shepard, what are you doing? Okay, I couldn't move. Alright. Dr. Tassoni and Lieutenant Vicarian. Is he a lieutenant? I don't know. So what's the steam machine? Just work kicking my ass. It's been relentless, but that's not uncommon for Q4. I mean... You know, I mean, to be honest, it's the same can be said for retail. Like, Q4 is what kicks our ass more than anything else. Oh, Admiral Mikhailovich. Oh, I remember you.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Oh, the Steam console. Oh, I thought you were talking about a movie I hadn't heard of before. Yeah, I've heard of a Steam machine. Okay, I didn't know you were specifically referring to the video game, The Steam Machine. Okay, never mind, yeah. The Patman and I have talked about that a handful of times over the years. Yeah, I have heard of it. I've never been tempted to get one, but I have heard of it. Do you have one, Mothi? See, I just thought you were talking about a movie I just never heard of. No, I've heard of the Steam Machine, but you and I were just talking about the Nobody movies, and then you said the Steam Machine, and that sounds like a movie title. Let's be honest. In my defense, that sounds like a movie title. I'm not gonna salute. This is a surprise. Steam Machine is a fully plated board cub, gaming console which works with Steam platform, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm aware of it. God, I believe it. November, December must be a nightmare. Well, for us, Q4 really starts in July. So Q4 is effectively Q3 also. Because I'm working Christmas, dude, like starting in July. Actually, I think in this year we started getting Christmas in June. I'm not even joking. Like, I think we started getting Christmas in June. So there's a reason I hate Christmas almost more than anything else on the planet, the Patman. It's because I have it shoved down my throat for 9 months a year. Literally 9 months a year. Because I will be dealing with it until March. And then I start dealing with it again in June. So I literally have it shoved down my throat non-stop for 9 months. I hate Christmas. Bah humbug. They just announced the next-gen Steam VR headset, and I'm feeling some draw, not gonna lie. Oh, very nice. Very nice, dude. Well, you've been doing a lot of VR lately. I saw you just uploaded your part 3 of... the Papman just uploaded his part 3 of Half-Life Alyx, his VR playthrough. I have not had a chance to check it out yet because I chose to spend today catching up on Critical Role.
Spare me the pleasure.
And I almost got there.
Command, the
I'm just like 30 minutes off from being caught up.
Normandy was slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the council got their paws.
Announced yesterday, it's different from the older system, 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck, and offers 4K 60 FPS gaming. I don't really care about the 4K or the 60 FPS aspect, but more powerful, that's cool. Like, if it runs the game smoother, that's awesome. I wouldn't give a damn personally if it was like 480p. Like, I'm not one of these people that really cares about 4K, and I'm fine with 30 frames a second. I don't care about that either. Like, I see all these gamers that just, they get their panties in such a twist when they're like, oh my god, that's less than 60 frames a second. And I'm like, as long as the game works, I don't care. I literally don't care. Like, I'll never understand that. Like, I really don't. Yeah, like, sure, 60 frames per second is neat. I'm not gonna lie, but 30 frames is fine. The vast majority of my gaming life has been like 30 frames a second. And I love gaming as a result of the vast majority of gaming. So, like, yeah, I don't really care about 60 FPS. Probably another reason I don't have a problem with the Switch 2 is like it has some trouble, I guess, running 60 FPS on some third-party games. I'm not sure which ones, but I don't care about that.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance.
No, the only thing I saw recently from a gaming standpoint
Do you still know what
was
color your blood is?
well, two
Gentlemen,
things.
I don't
I saw the
politician's decision to throw you to the council.
I finally saw the trailer for Dispatch,
I do
and that
begrudge
game
this
looks interesting.
over-designed piece of tin.
And that new Pokopia game, that new yeah, that new, like, not Minecraft, not Animal Crossing Pokemon game, which looks cute, looks interesting.
The Normandy is a fine
It actually looks
ship,
very
sir.
interesting. I think it
She
could be
served
really
us well
relaxing.
so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander.
I got
Useless
Dispatch
standard.
yesterday, and I don't even know
This
when to
experiment
play.
diverted
Well, let me know what you think,
billions of
Mothy.
dollars
Mothy,
for the
let me know what you
same
think of
price we could have
Dispatch,
had a heavy cruiser.
because
No, we had to make nice to the
I
touring
know that
and
I'm
throw
very
money in a
tempted about it.
co-developed boondoggle.
I love,
I'm here to make an inspection,
like, every
Commander.
single person that's a
Normandy
major
is an
part of the
Alliance
game.
warship. I
Like,
intend to
every
see
one of
she's
the
up to
voice
snuff.
actors, and I love the animation style and all the cutscenes, the, like, you know, cartoony, cel-shaded cinematics. But I really love the voice actors, so let me know if you like it. Like, because I've been thinking about getting that one. Like, I really love the people involved. The combo of the new Steam Machine and Steam VR may become the new standard for VR gaming, depending on price point, which they haven't yet announced. Yeah, that's where I'm expecting them to kill people, is the price point. If it's 6 times more powerful, it's probably going to be a few $100s more expensive. Probably. If it's legitimately that much more powerful. Might even run it as you stream. Hey, yeah, that's awesome. Again, all the people that are recording voices for Dispatch, absolutely love them. I think they are, like, the most phenomenal people. So yeah, let me know what you think. Pokopia and its eerie-ass ditto stealing the body of a dead girl. Looks fun, honestly. Honestly, Papman, it looks even more interesting than that. So with the trailer I saw, or not even trailer, there was, like, actual footage going into the details of, like, the kind of things you can do in-game and how the game mechanics work, and some of the, like, mission parameters, and there's some stuff that seems to indicate that this might be a world that's post-apocalypse. Like, they'll probably never confirm that in any way, shape, or form, because it is a Pokemon game, but it certainly seems like it might be in a world where human beings don't exist anymore. And, like, that's why Ditto's Pokeball was, like, all rusty and covered in dust in a dilapidated building, and why there's ruins of, like, Pokemon centers around, and why one of the main Pokemon NPCs doesn't remember the last time, like, if they had ever seen a human. So, like, I think it might be a post-apocalyptic video game. But it actually looks really interesting. And they might be introducing some new forms of Pokemon in a non-core Pokemon game, which might be the first time they've ever done that, which also is very interesting. The Gabe Cube is real, peeps. Never mind, girlfriend's home from her night shift. No gaming for me, fellas. Hey, you know, that's a good reason to not game.
We'd be honored.
That is a very good reason to not game.
I'll just
Gotta have
pass.
girlfriend time.
Wait here.
Unless you can convince your girlfriend to go gaming with you. Like, I mean, I know that's a tough sell sometimes.
Commander, I'm not happy.
Wait, why aren't you happy? My ship is running nice. Yeah, honestly, there's a real sinister vibe to Pokopia, and it intrigues me. Oh, it gets more sinister, the Batman. Watch the new footage they put out, like the little like featurette where they're talking about like how the game mechanics work, like some of the new transformations, because Ditto can transform into other people besides like a human, and they're all creepy Ditto faced, and I love them. But like Ditto is the scariest Pokemon that's ever existed, like by far. Um, Very tough sell. She's sick and needs taking care of. Okay, well, I didn't know she was sick. Okay. If she's sick and she needs taking care of, then yeah. Yeah, don't game. Yeah, you can't game. That'd be terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm very sorry to hear that, though. I hope she feels better. I'm very, very sorry to hear that.
Inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Well, I've got enough Paragon points that I can tell you it's a Turian design.
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than
a
in the middle
Turian
of them.
style.
We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core.
But yeah, Patman, I was a little on the fence after that Nintendo Direct. Was that last month or was that September? God, I don't even remember anymore. I was a little on the fence about Pokopia. It looked cute, but I didn't know if it looked like a game that would actually like draw my attention. And with what I saw in that little featurette, like I think I might be getting that game. Like I think I'm gonna get it. I think it'll be a nice little like just relaxation game. Just, you know, when you just need to keep your brain busy and you're in the mood to game, but you don't know what you're in the mood to game for, I think it could be a wonderful little distraction.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams
Oh, yeah.
on enemy worlds.
Dude,
Normandy
stealth.
can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Armies couldn't take down Vecna,
maybe.
but
That's
freaking
not the
Vox
job of
Machina,
a
like
proper
7
warship.
people just walked in and wiped him
We're
out.
supposed to find and
Stealth
kill
works.
the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari?
Yeah,
Turians?
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Commander?
the coolest crew in
Handle our
the
alien
the
nationals
Alliance.
free access to Alliance equipment?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be getting it. Like I was on the fence before I saw that new footage. Like I really was. I was like, I'll wait to see what the reviews are. But yeah. It has officially drawn my attention, so I'm gonna give it a chance. No, well, we have the coolest ship in the Alliance, so like, they're allies.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and mistrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth
Garrison
winning.
Rex are the coolest
hasn't
ones
been
currently
proven
on the
yet.
ship. They are.
You have anything else to
But I
say,
think
Commander?
everyone on the ship
Any
is really
other
cool.
justifications
Except
the
for maybe
state of this
Ashley.
vessel?
I'm very sorry, Ashley. Like, I like Caden. Like, even though I know some people do hate Caden, I like Caden. Freaking Liara and Tali are amazing. They're great characters. Rex and Garrus, fantastic characters. Joker is an awesome character. Like, so there's some great characters on the ship with them. But, like, yeah, Garrus and Rex are the coolest. There's not even a contest. Like, we need to build bridges. Like, no, let's not build bridges. That would actually really confuse the other alien species. No, let's build some bridges. This ship is a multicultural stealth badass. And so we need it. We need it. We need it. Trust me. The future is going to remember the SR1, SR2, and SR2 also.
I think the Normandy is a good ship, sir.
Good ship.
Even if you disagree, you have to see
It's
that
a
her
great
joint
ship.
construction
It's
and
not a
multiracial
lollipop.
crew make the
It's a
Alliance look
great
better.
ship.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance Navy's
My third favorite
win wars.
spaceship.
I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability.
Damn
I'll
right.
be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be
Oh,
as
Sky Commander. I just
negative
noticed
as
that
I
wasn't
planned.
Mothy. Hey, Sky Commander.
Good
How
luck,
you
Commander
doing?
Shepard. Make us proud.
Sorry. Normally, when I have Mothy and the Patman talking in my chat, I mainly just look at the icons to see which one is on Twitch and which one's on YouTube. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, so Twitch is Mothy and then the Patman is YouTube. But I just noticed it said Sky Commander Liberty. How are you doing today, Sky Commander? Welcome to the stream. All right, take me back to CSEC.
With all this exploration of Prothean culture, this must be like a surgery for you, Liara.
Yeah, I fully thought when you said Garrison Rex are the coolest dudes on the ship, I totally thought that was Mothy saying that at first. I'm like, yeah, that is
The
true.
loss of all this Prothean technology is just one more thing Saren will have to pay for.
Oh, she overheard me? Well, yeah, I genuinely hope she feels better, because that's often, like, whenever any of us feel terrible, especially after a long work shift, like, that sucks. Like, we all deserve better than that. Oh, I was hoping the game would let me make a save. Okay, the Pap Man. Okay, the Pap Man. This is for you, I guess. Well, this is for me also, but I mean, like, this is his favorite moment of all time. It's on my list.
There's a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers.
I got to, right?
She is from
Khaleesa bin Sinan al-Jalani, Western
News.
News.
In the raid on your town.
She was at a cruise? Where my parents died? Where all my friends and family died? Where my school teachers died? Where my mayor died? Like, my entire childhood died that day? Uh-oh. Just arrived from the action, crewed my heavy frigate and Star Citizen with local community and hunted corvettes and event. Oh, they have an event going on right now? Neat. Felt like Captain sitting right in the middle of the bridge. No, I love games that have consistent events added to the game. So like, yeah, that's awesome that Star Citizen does that. I think that's really cool.
She's been a slave. For
No
the
Man's
past
Sky
15
does
years.
regular events all the time.
She
Star
alright?
Trek Online does regular
Not
events.
really. She's a little messed up.
Hitman does regular
She got free
events.
somehow.
I play that one a
The gun
lot.
From one of my guys.
Not a sci-fi game, but I
Now
mean, like,
she's holed
yeah.
up here in the docking bay. She,
Just an example of a game
she
that
says
does
she wants
events
to
that I
die.
really like.
I hope you talk to her. It's a
I know
long shot,
Destiny
but you
still
went
does
through the same
events.
thing. The raid.
Even though I don't really
I think
play it
that
anymore.
Maybe you could talk her out of her
But
trip.
it had cool events. Yeah, I will try.
I'm on my way, Lieutenant. Sit tight.
Anything you could do would be great. I don't want to. She's been through enough. I'll have my men stand by for you.
Yeah, I have to help her. I have to help her. Okay. Okay, good. I can make a save here in case somehow I make the worst decision possible. All right, Khaleesa bin Sinan al-Jalani, Westerland News. Is it Westerland or Wetterland? I feel like it's Westerland.
Khaleesa bin Sinan al-Jalani, Westerland News.
Westerland.
Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
Yeah, sure. I'm always happy to give some time to the press.
What do you want to know?
Time to make punch.
You've been given a unique
It's possible,
position to
Sky
represent
Commander.
our race.
I am a
I want
paragon.
to get a sense of how you'll do that.
My character is a paragon.
Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
I'm honored. It is a great accomplishment for the human species. You know, like 200 years ago, we were monkeys driving around in like steam-powered buggies, and now look at us. We're vying for council space. Yeah, honored.
The Spectres
would
represent the
Paragon
best of every
Shepherd do?
species in the galaxy. To be asked to
WWPSD.
join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
Oh, this is like Sophie's Choice. Okay, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let the dice decide. Leave it up to fate. On a 1 to 10 on this D20, I am going to stand up for the dignity and respect of the human race. And on an 11 to 20, I'm just gonna flip. I'm just gonna turn on a dime. And I'll roll this for, okay, so if I do the nice thing here, I think there's multiple chances to do the bad thing. So I will roll the dice for every single time. Okay. Okay. A very Jordanian name, actually. What's that doing in Mass Effect? That doesn't look good from this angle, buddy. Don't get banned now. Okay, ha ha ha. It's a dice. Ha ha ha, hardy har har.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you?
I do.
You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Time to shut you up. Alright. I don't have the Renegade option here because I don't have enough Renegade. But, you know, 1 to 10 for the blue, 11 to 20 for time to shut you up. Okay then. Okay then. The Turians helped build it, but then he turned on a dime.
I've had enough of your snide insinuations.
You have to adhere to the dice.
You son of a bitch! I'll make sure everyone in the Alliance sees that. Your career is over.
Is it? Is it over? Because I feel like I have a couple more adventures in me before it's over. Oh, the power of a D20. Never underestimate the power of a dice. Take a chance. Roll the dice. Can actually solve most problems in life. If you don't know what direction to take, roll a dice. Alright. Well, good thing none of these people stood in to stop me from assaulting that woman. So, yeah. Yay! Paragon Shepherd is disappointed in you. Paragon Shepherd turned on a dime. He found out... I can justify it in canon. Paragon Shepherd was having a lovely day. He defended his ship from Rear Admiral Mikhailovich. You know, he had just, you know, flirted with Liara, you know, after killing her mom, which he's conflicted about, sure. But, like, you know, he was having a great day. And then all of the trauma from his childhood came rushing back to him, flooding over him when he got that phone call about the woman who was there on a cruise, who now is going through something very serious. And right now she's even in the midst of an existential crisis, and I'm going shopping instead of rushing straight to her.
Hello, Commander.
That's how disjointed Shepard is right now. He's all over the board.
Show me what you've got. I'll open the rare stock.
Yep, D&D. Yep, it's D&D. It's a D&D D20. Oh yeah, one of the best shapes in existence, dude. Where's the 20? There it is. This is a dodecahedron. All right. I have 964,000 money. I know I'm gonna... Well, okay. Am I gonna buy the assault rifle? Because I really like my current assault rifle. I really like my current assault rifle. Let's compare it. Shape powered by Fun and Gerps. Yep, that's true. Never asked, did you see our king on that Star Trek episode? Okay, I did rewatch the Star Trek episode, but I was also lying down and like kind of winding down the end of my day, so I forgot to confirm whether or not the person I saw was in fact... I think I saw who it was, but I didn't confirm for 100% certainty that the person that I think it was in fact the person that I think it was. But I think I saw. Alright. Oh yeah, I was going to compare the assault rifle. I mean, it does a lot more damage and it's way more accurate. As much as I love the Thunder, I think I gotta go for the Spectre assault rifle, right? I think I have to. Oh, the Spectre pistol's way cheaper than I thought it was. It was at the very start of the episode. He just shows up for a couple of seconds, then walks away. Okay, yeah, then it is who I thought it was. Yeah, then I saw him. Yeah, I'll buy the sniper rifle. Another 300k. All right, I haven't been using shotguns or pistols, so I think I'm gonna stick with that for now and save the money for when I get the ability to get level 10 Spectre weapons. Hopefully then I'll be able to just afford one right out of the gate. Unless level 10 only is sellable on the New Game Plus. I don't actually remember. It's been a minute. Yeah, I'm good with that though. Oh, I do love the Thunder. I love that it's a semi-automatic. I really do. But I gotta go for the Spectre rifle. And it, oh yeah, and it can do two weapon upgrades. So even more stability. It was already crazy stability. Well, I could have added another like rail extension, but I sold everything thinking that I was fine, so I'll have to keep an eye out for future upgrades. Where's that sniper rifle? I'll give myself the Spectre sniper rifle. And I no longer have a second upgrade, so I'll have to remember to go get those. Alright. Oh, did I scan you? I did. Alright, good. You gotta scan the cooch of the creeper. Creeper. Minecraft. Keeper. Ah. Both. You gotta scan both of their cooches.
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit.
Dude, Mothy, I'm so sad you,
colonization effort have finally paid
yeah,
off
I
for
couldn't,
Exogeny
successfully
stock rose
record,
sharply.
that Phasmo playthrough I did with the Papman. We had such phenomenal conversation about Star Trek. And I believe the king did come up at one point. Even if it was just for a second. Like, we were talking about so much Star Trek. I believe I mentioned it.
Commander, glad to see you.
You as well. I had to help. This is, I mean, I am a Paragon. Everything I do is Paragon.
Wish it were under better circumstances. Where is she?
Behind those shipping containers. I've got a sniper.
He's talking with his
but I don't
hands.
think we'll need him.
She's right over
only a
there.
danger to herself. We've got a sedative to calm her down, but we can't get close to her. Every step we take gets her more wound up.
Every move you make. All right. I promise. I am the shepherd. Your recording didn't take... Oh, the Batman. Yeah, I thought I told you. No, it didn't. I mean, the audio is there, sort of. The video was, like, all jacked up. Like, it's sort of there and it sort of isn't. So, the Batman, what I've done... if you are interested in like using it for background noise and seeing if any of it survived, I have uploaded it to YouTube. I haven't published it, but I was thinking about publishing it under a private listing and then just like maybe sharing the URL. And then like see if you could see if our conversation survived. All I know is the parts I tested when I played back the video later were rough. Like, they were rough. Like, the speeds kept changing. So, like, at some points you and I were talking real fast. At other points we were talking real slow. The audio, I mean, the video was really buggy. Yeah, it sounds like the recording pretty much matched what it was on stream, even after I disabled the stream. So, it's probably, like, whatever was overtaxing the system as a result of the stream and the game running. Well, actually, no, it's never mind. It's well, no, I mean, it is the system, but it wasn't the computer. It was the computer as a result of the game. So it's because it was running Phasmophobia. So yeah, I was hoping the recording would survive, but it didn't. At least not really. There is something. I just I won't make it public, I think, because it's just too buggy. But it'll be a nice memory maybe for you and me. But and there might be some audio bits that we can splice out of there, possibly, and like, I don't know, plug into something. But yeah, I just can't record and run a game on my PC, and I'm okay with that.
I hope I don't need it. Tell your
I don't
men
know
to
if you.
stand
I don't
by.
know if I told you, Mothi,
Don't push her too
but I
hard.
got
If
Phasmophobia
she
on
seems liable to
console,
pull the trigger,
so I've already
back
solved
off
that problem.
Or walk away. I am willing to wait her out. Good luck, Commander.
Oh, my bitrate isn't that high. That's the thing. It's because I'm multi-streaming. So it's because YouTube takes such a higher bitrate and Twitch takes such a lower one. Like, I actually am still using a pretty low number. And, like, you know, I'm using a good number for Twitch. But, and I'm just taking, like, that for, like, YouTube will just get what it gets. But, no, my bitrate isn't that crazy. It really isn't. Probably locked you in at the frame rate you recorded at, but my stream VOD is in the Phasma playlist on my channel. Nice. Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Like, okay, so the audio is all there then. Phasmo is a pretty easy game to run, so even for an older system, it is fine, really. But yeah, on to the next subject now. No, it's... I mean, okay, again, Mothi, you and I have talked about this. It's an easy game to run on a person who has a computer who, you know, when that computer is, you know, a good computer. My computer is a great computer, just not for gaming. Like, it's... My computer... This computer will never be a gaming computer.
What are you?
Like, it's a phenomenal computer. I've had zero problems with it for the, like, 6 years I've had it now. Like, not a single solitary problem. It's run gorgeously. The only issues I've actually had with it have been since I've upgraded it to Windows 11. Because Windows 11 is awful. I hate it. I despise it. Windows 11 is the bane of my existence. What I really wanted to see was your video. Yeah, the video... I don't know how much of the video survived. Some of it seemed to be there. Some of it seemed to not be. So that's why I still uploaded it before I deleted the original video. So, I mean... Yeah. I'll publish it under a private listing. And then I'll send you the link if you want to try to see if maybe YouTube somehow handled the video better. It's not impossible. What are you? What am I? That is a good question.
My name is Shepard. Lieutenant Gerard sent me to talk to you. What's your name?
Animals don't get names. The masters put their
That's
symbols on
right.
her.
I
Hot
forgot
metal
how...
all over her back. She screams when they do it.
I forgot how messed up she was. Oh, I remember now. Alright, I need you to think back. Animals do get names. They just don't name themselves. But, like, animals get names all the time. So you are wrong. You are objectively wrong. Think back, though.
You're not an animal. Your parents.
I mean, you are an
What did
animal,
they
but
call
you're
you?
not a mindless,
Do you remember them?
like, you know,
She remembers
meat
all
machine.
things.
We're all
All
animals.
of them. They call her that.
Every single one of us is animals.
She
Or are animals.
doesn't remember the rest. Leave her alone.
Ooh, boy. Tell me
What's
about the
last thing
raid.
you remember from Mindwar?
Fires.
She got a pretty rough hairline, not gonna lie. You're not wrong.
Animals screaming as the masters cage them. As they put the metal to their backs. Put the wires in their brains.
Oof.
She pretends to be dead. If she's dead, she can't work. But they know. She hopes they'll leave.
Oh, poor
They put
Talitha.
her in the pen. She didn't fight.
Now, she went through a
already broke
legitimate
when they put the
ordeal, and I
wires in.
feel for her. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. What happened to you was awful. If it helps, I killed most of them, and became a hero. I got a parade. I'm guessing you didn't go to the parade because you were locked in a box by pirates, but like I got a parade, so you can be happy about that.
Talitha, you were what, 6 years old? No one blames you for staying quiet and hoping they'd go away.
Yeah, I
The
probably
only
would have
person
hid.
blaming you is you.
Let's be
She
honest.
wants to believe that. She wants to believe nothing would change. She doesn't want to be there anymore. In the pen, in the cages, lying quiet while they do things to her.
Ugh. Okay, I did a Paragon. Take a step towards
I'm
it.
going to take a step towards you now. Okay?
Sup?
No, she's no good. Don't want to be handled again.
Tell me about your escape.
How did you get here? Did you escape?
She can't escape. They have chains, wires, needles. You go too far, they take your brains away. Animals like her come. Animals with guns. They make the Masters explode. She tries to fix the Masters so they won't be mad at her. She puts all the reds and purples back in, but they don't move. The other animals take her.
Oh, she scraped up all the goo and put it back in the holes, thinking that that would somehow bring them back. There's a movie that I really enjoyed. I don't think it did very well. Called The Watch, with Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn. They form a neighborhood watch to like protect their neighborhood from crime, and they end up like fighting an alien invasion. And there's a character later in the movie that gets their heart ripped out like from behind, and there's another character that's like trying to put the heart back in their friend's body, like, you're gonna make it, buddy, and they're like literally shoving it in the hole and like pounding on it to try to get it to beat again. And that kind of reminds me of what she just described for trying to bring back her captors. It was one of the funniest moments, like that. I don't know why that kills me every time. Like, yeah, his heart's out of his body, dude. I don't think he's gonna make it. Fun fact too, the actors that did that were Tandy and Todd from Last Man on Earth, having like a nice little reunion in a big budget movie. All right, but yes, that is called Stockholm Syndrome. She became subservient to her captors to the point where she actually started caring about her captors.
You were afraid.
Her? No.
All you'd
Not
known
gonna
for
punch her
13
unless she
years
makes
was
me.
the Master's abuse.
Hopefully she doesn't make
To
me.
heal them.
She doesn't want to see other animals. They're not real.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I'll do what I have to
They
do.
can't see her. If the animals can see her, then this is real. But it can't be. The wires, the chains, the hitting. This doesn't happen to her. It's another girl. A dirty girl. Stupid girl. She deserves it. It happens to her. Doesn't it? They see her, so it's real. She doesn't want it to be real.
Have to go. Good hunting. Thanks for stopping by, Sky Commander. I hope you're having a good day. And yeah, I hope the rest of your day goes really smooth. Okay, I did a Paragon. I'm going to take a step towards you now.
I'm going to take a step towards you now.
It's weird how he says that. Hey, look at that.
Don't touch her.
She likes me. She likes me because she didn't immediately shoot me or herself. So, yeah. Means I did something right. I need something like Nobody in John Wick that's going to pump me up for some good hand-to-hand combat and accurate gun references. Ooh, that's the part where... So I was thinking about good action and hand-to-hand combat, but if you're looking for accurate gun references, ooh, a lot of movies miss the mark on that. Ooh, I'm really gonna have to think on that one. There's a lot of good movies. It's so hard to think of which ones are which, though.
What happened to your parents?
Like, I watch a lot of movies, and they blur into each other after a while.
She sees them. They're yelling.
Oh, you're a
"Run,
gun freak?
God!" They hit the Masters. But the Masters, they have
I
lights
know
and
about
fuses.
guns.
Dad,
I don't
he's-
like guns, but
he's
I know about them.
melting.
I've learned about them over the years.
She doesn't want to see that. Don't make her look. Don't look. Stupid, stupid.
Like, I recognize the model of a lot of guns, like the type of guns. And I understand the basics of like how guns work and how to like maintain them. But I don't like guns. Like, I'm not a fan of guns. I like how I say you need to face it. I don't know if you necessarily need to face it, but you do need to push through. Even Nobody got some things wrong, like saying he used a USP-45 when it clearly says 9 19mm on the gun itself. Well, you know, it's a movie. Movies almost always miss the mark on that front. I remember there was a time, even when I was a kid, I was watching Lethal Weapon 2. And there's a scene towards the end where the main character is like taking on all the bad guys and he's getting his revenge. And there's one dude he just starts emptying his clip at. And if you count the number of bullets he fires, it's substantially over the number of bullets that gun should be capable of holding. Like, he fires like 26, 27, 28 shots in a handgun that's designed to hold like 9 or 10 bullets. And even as a kid, I was like, that's silly, right? Like, even I think that doesn't make sense, and I'm a kid. So, like, yeah, little things like that will annoy me from time to time.
I know it hurts, Talitha. I'm sorry. But you need to deal with this. What happened to them? Think.
On a prepaid plan.
Water comes out of her eyes. The master's beat
Oh,
her
she
when
just went
wakes
full,
up. So she
oh,
doesn't
what was that
think
movie
anymore.
called? Tropic Thunder. The bad thoughts make her eyes rain.
Burning in white light, melting, going to pieces. They can't even say anything to her.
Love Tropic Thunder.
They're dead,
Tropic
Jeff.
Thunder's, it's a fun
Trying to
movie,
save
but
her,
man,
the masters burned them.
there's some stuff in that movie
Can
that's
she
like,
stop
ooh,
remembering now,
how did they get away
please?
with that? But like, that is a fun movie. I do love that movie.
I'm going to take a step towards you now.
Like, but I try to always be aware of the problematic things in that movie while also loving that movie.
Please don't touch her. She's dirty. You'll catch it.
Oh, no, like, I agree with you, Mothy. Like, I do. It's just like, oh boy. There's some stuff that pushes the boundaries in that movie. But I do agree with you. Like, if you like dark movies that can get really offensive while also just being great parodies, you should watch some old Mel Brooks movies. If you haven't already. So Mel Brooks directed a lot of comedy parodies back in like the 70s and 80s that really pushed the boundaries of like what you could get away with. And like, I would say Blazing Saddles is pretty high on that list. Like, it says and does some things in that movie that are like, ooh boy, oh boy. But it's a great movie. Like, it's an absolutely phenomenal film. I'm going to hand you this sedative. I'm not going to force a sedative on her. That feels messed up. I'm going to hand this to you, and I'm going to let you do with it what you will.
Talitha, this will make you sleep. If you fall asleep, they'll take you to a place where you can get better.
Will she have bad dreams?
No. I mean, probably, but no, because that's what you need to hear.
You'll dream of a warm place, and when you wake up, you'll be in it.
She'd like that. It hurts when I remember me. But she wants to remember.
I'm sad they didn't have the sound effect of her just slamming into the ground. They got effing Robert Downey Jr. to play an Australian guy with blue eyes to play a black guy. Yeah, how did they get away with that? Like, the fact that they actually had Robert Downey Jr. effectively in blackface the entire film, like, doing, like, that voice that he was doing, like, it's hilarious to watch, but, like, how did they do that? Like, it was, I feel like the world was already well, like, it was 2008. Like, I remember in theaters, I was like, this movie's going to cause a riot, right? Like, I was laughing through the whole movie, but I'm like, this movie's going to cause a riot, right? It's crazy. That movie's crazy. But I do love the movie. The opening stuff is maybe my favorite thing in the movie, though. The fake movie trailers in the beginning. So, the Booty Sweat commercial, which that song always gets stuck in my head. I don't really care about the Jack Black, the farter thing, but the fake movie trailer with Tobey Maguire and Robert Downey Jr., that's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I love that so much. An MTV movie best kiss winner, Tobey Maguire.
Is it over, Commander?
It is over. She's currently sleeping. She did hit the ground at like Mach 3, so you might need to get her to a hospital. She's probably concussed, but it's over.
She took the sedative. She wants to get better, Lieutenant.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot. I didn't want to hurt her. It's just when I see her curled into a ball and shivering. She was only 6 when they took her. Why the hell are we out here
that's
if we
pretty
can't
bad.
even keep one little girl safe?
I mean, don't lose heart. You can't let what happened to one person, unfortunately, ruin your attitude towards existence. You know, we're out here fighting for everybody. What happened to her was a tragedy, but we need to try to stop that from happening to other people. So don't lose heart.
Bad things happen to good people, Lieutenant. That's why you and I are here. Don't wring your hands over her.
Tobey Maguire is up there with one of your all-time favorite actors. He's
Yes,
on my list of really good actors.
for
I
your
wouldn't
help,
put him as one of my
Commander.
all-time
We are
favorites.
taking her to a counseling
I loved him as
They'll
Spider-Man.
help her get better.
In spite of Spider-Man 3. Like, I loved him as Spider-Man. I liked him in the Cider House Rules. I loved him in The Great Gatsby. They did a remake of The Great Gatsby in like the mid 2010s, like 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. And I think that is a really, really good movie. Might have even been like 2018. But The Great Gatsby, his performance in that is phenomenal. Like, absolutely phenomenal. Him and DiCaprio just knocked it out of the park. The Brothers movie always hits so hard too. Which movie is that? What's the name? I'm struggling to remember other Tobey Maguire movies off the top of my head, and I've probably seen it, and I just can't remember it. Okay, Great Gatsby's 2013. Yeah, I love The Great Gatsby. I think that movie was fan-freaking-tastic. Like, that's one of those ones I put on to rewatch at least once a year. Like, the visual style of it, the way that they kind of updated the music to be a little bit techno, and kind of fit with contemporary times while still having the whole, like, 1920s, like, vibe. But, like, just the pure visuals and cinematography, and then just the performances all around. Just top-notch. Oh, such a great movie. Like, I'll gush over that movie. That movie blew me away.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Ms. Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. The brass isn't happy with the way you treated her. This comes straight from the Joint Military Command.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was giving her a lovely interview, and then suddenly everything went red. And now I'm here on the ship. I was just talking to her. Sir, what day is it?
Sir, she was gonna make me look bad no matter what I said.
Well, there were better ways to handling it than knocking her on her ass. As satisfying as it was to see. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer.
Had to do it. The dice dictated it. This meant that fate wanted it to happen. Because me making a choice meant that I chose what would happen. This turned it into fate. This meant the universe wanted it to happen. While on tour in Afghanistan, Sam's helicopter is shot down and he is presumed dead. Okay. It is his screw-up brother who looks after the family. Sam does return, but with a lot of excess baggage. I have seen that movie. I don't remember what that movie was called, but I know what movie you're talking about. Just from the description. Okay. Yeah, that was a good movie. That was a really good movie. But yeah, for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of that movie. There's a lot of movies in the world, and I've seen a lot of them. It's easy to forget titles from time to time. Alright. I can start searching. Well. How do I exit the galaxy map? Let's take a look at my side missions. Because I was going to do side missions on this particular stream. Oh, Dr. Salion. I gotta get Salion. Alright, he's in the Herschel system of the Kepler Verge. The Herschel system of the Kepler Verge. I feel like this is how the Papman organizes his games in D&D. Like, he just loads into the game and starts looking around the map. Like, where am I going to have them go today? It's what I would do. The Herschel system of the Kepler Verge. There we go. There's the Newton and the Herschel. The Herschel? What about the Hischel? Oh, the Papman. I said, I forget the specific thing I said at work, but I did another one of those lame dad jokes at work. And you said how if you can get the instant reaction as being a groan and a face in the hands, you mean that that's the appropriate reaction. I got from my boss the initial reaction of, oh my god, I hate you. Like that, without a nanoseconds of hesitation, she just looked to me and said, oh my god, I hate you so much. I forget what it was I said, but it was such a dad joke. I should have written it down. Boy, I wish it was that easy. Yeah, but I could see that being one of the things you do, where it's like, all right, I need to create a storyline. I'm going to start with looking around the galaxy map in the video game to have a location, and then I'm going to build the story around that location. And then I'll lay breadcrumbs where they are that might lead them to that location. Like, I don't know. I've never ran a D&D game, so I would have no idea. Feels like you've been playing this game for 3 months straight. How long is it? I've been playing this game for nowhere near that long. Like a week? Like, I don't feel like it's been that long. Yeah, I actually have no idea how long. Alright. No more rocks to scan. Instant vitriol is also a great metric. It was not like, it was beyond instantaneous. It was almost like she was saying it before I even finished the joke. Oh my god, I hate you so much. It's like, thanks, boss. I appreciate it. I don't know, it made me feel good. I'll have to try to remember what it was I said, because I usually block out my work shifts, like, as a survival mechanism. Alright. Oh. So, yeah, GTA 6 is delayed. Oh! Okay. You know, I'm strangely okay with that. Yeah, I'm strangely okay with GTA 6 being delayed. For 2 reasons. 1, it just means we'll get a better game. And 2, I'm still on the fence about GTA 6. So it's not a game I'm dying for. Like, it's not a game I'm, like, counting the seconds for. It's like, yeah. If it comes out and it's something I can even reasonably play, sure. Like, if I can fit it on my hard drive without deleting every single other game on my hard drive, then yeah, I'll play it. Absolutely. I'm sad, man. I'm a PC player. It will come out so much later than console. Yeah, that does suck, man. That really does. I feel for you there. Hey, maybe their delay is because maybe they've heard some of the backlash for how much later the PC version is going to come out, and so maybe they're trying to focus development a little bit more on the PC side. It's possible. It's more where they now, what needs to happen plot-wise? Is there an existing location that will suit that, or do I need to create one? The location is always a secondary concern. You see, I think I would start with the location. Like, I think I would just be like, all right, I want something to happen in this place, and then I would just branch it out from there. But everybody would do their things differently. Oh, I gotta bring Garrus, and yeah, I want Liara's biotics. As much as I think Rex would be a better fit for this mission, I want the biotics. Classic Rockstar, they released some employees and they want to polish the game apparently. Release date is November 2026 instead of May now. Well, they also might be trying to make it a more advantageous release date. So November 2026 puts it hard into Q4, which effectively puts it hard in the holidays, which might be smarter for them from a business standpoint, because I feel like games that release towards the end of the year, especially around the holidays, tend to move a lot more hardware or a lot more software. So, well, also hardware. If they have exclusives, like it moves a lot more game hardware too for people to want to play those games. Also, Red Dead Redemption is releasing on mobile and the Switch 2 next month for whatever reason. Oh, it's releasing on the Switch 2. Ooh. I did not know that. I'm intrigued by that. I own Red Dead Redemption. I have never played it. Like, for some reason, I've just never played it, and I don't know why. Nice. All right, I see you coming. Switch 2 is reasonable, but for mobile, yeah. I mean, you never. Oh boy. You never know. You never know. It might kick ass on mobile. It's not impossible. I know the Papman has been surprised with some games that have gone to mobile and how well they run. I know I'm not really a mobile gamer myself, but like, for the people that are mobile gamers, that is very cool. If the game even runs properly on mobile.
We got them all, Shepard.
But, so, Mothi, how would you rate Red Dead Redemption? Because I was just looking at my hard drive earlier, my external hard drive that has a bunch of my older games on it. And Red Dead Redemption is one of the games that I have on there that I've never played, and yeah. Like, how would you rate it? Like, what do you think of it? Because none of my friends, I think, have played it. So I don't actually have any first-hand experience with it. Or even, like, second-hand friend experience, like, where they can tell me their stories. Granted, the new hardware shipping with mobile does have faster single cores, faster than PC gaming processors, so that's that. Well, okay, yeah, that's true.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
You sure about this, Garrus?
Are you sure it's him?
Red Dead Redemption 1 equals beautiful, gritty, a very solid 9 out of 10. Red Dead 2, 10 out of 10, nothing else should be said. Really? So the sequel actually exceeded the original in your opinion, huh?
Don't let him do this to me.
Oh boy. Oh, I really do want my Paragon points. I really do want my Paragon points. Alright. Okay. Okay. The dice has spoken. Garrus, this man deserves justice. He needs to stand trial for what he's done.
We'll take him in. Drop him off with the military.
I rolled a 4.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
I rolled a 4. On 1 to 10, I do the Paragon. On 11 to 20, I do the Renegade. I rolled a 4. Oh, you did play Red Dead Redemption, Pat. I didn't know that. Or I didn't remember it if I did know that. Played it a few years back. I also started, but maybe only made it about a quarter of the way through Red Dead 2. Just didn't hold my attention. Okay, we've got a nice little opposite opinion on Red Dead 2. All right, I like that. Let's get some good debate going in here for Red Dead 2. So it didn't hook Papman, but Mothi thought it was better than the original. I know people who felt emptiness and wanting to not touch gaming again after Red Dead 2, including my brother. He legitimately quit gaming after that game. Damn. I know there's some people who they felt that way after The Last of Us 2. Like the tone and direction of the story had them so depressed after they beat the game that they kind of just took a break from gaming. I did read some stories about that. So I guess the same thing must have happened in Red Dead 2. Interesting. All right, I'm a Paragon, and I rolled a 4. Garrus, if you murder him, you are no better than him. Yes, he has it coming. He absolutely has it coming. This guy is a monster, and we are going to make sure that he will never see anything outside of a 4x4 concrete room ever again for the rest of time. He will be haunted with shitty food and with darkness forever. He is a piece of shit. He is a monster. He is a psychopath. But we cannot kill him or we will become him. Think, Garrus.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to or how.
And also that.
We'll take him in.
He might have
Interrogate
information.
him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the commander.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Yeah, your life is over, Dr. Hart.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
And so he dies anyway. Oh, I love it. No, we did the right thing, though, and we still got his revenge. So, you know, that was a very good decision. I still got my Paragon points, and we still took him out. But we kept the moral high ground, sort of. So I'll take it. Red Dead 2 is up there with the top 10 greatest games ever made, and that's an objective opinion. I don't think it's possible for that to ever be an objective opinion. That is always going to be a subjective fact. Because there's always going to be people that don't like something. So I don't think it's possible for something like that, Mothi, to be an objective opinion. I think that's impossible. There might be a broader scope of people out there that think it's amazing. Like, there might be a larger percentage of the player base who touch that game that thinks it's a masterpiece. And that's phenomenal. There's people that still think Ocarina of Time is a masterpiece, a 10 out of 10. It redefined gaming. And then there's people who played it and hated the game. They couldn't get into it. And they're not wrong to hate it because that's their opinion. So it's not but this isn't a technicality. You saying that it's objectively one of the greatest games ever made, that is an opinion and therefore cannot be objective. That is a subjective opinion. Maybe a huge percentage of people would agree with you. That might be true, but there's probably a lot of people out there that also might disagree with you, and that is their opinion. So yes, details matter, technicalities matter. I'm a big believer in this. So no, that is still a subjective opinion to say that it's one of the greatest games ever made. There are games I absolutely love with all my heart that I think are some of the greatest games ever made, that don't even make some people's top 50 lists of video games. There's a video game on the Super Nintendo I'm always gushing about called Illusion of Gaia that I think is I think it's maybe the second or third best game on the Super Nintendo. Most people have never heard of it, and a lot of the people that played it found it a little bit boring. I think it's a masterpiece. But they're not wrong to think it's boring, just like I'm not wrong to think it's a masterpiece. Those are subjective opinions. There will always be haters to anything. I totally agree with you. Yeah, but there will always be defenders also. Like, yeah. Another good example on this, Mothi. The Papman and I, we had a very strong disagreement. Because normally we agree a lot on movies. We both watched Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. And the Papman loved it. He thinks it's one of the best Marvel movies he's ever seen. I think it's one of the worst Marvel movies ever made. I couldn't stand it. I've never had the inclination to rewatch it. I despised it with every core of my being. I think it's an absolute rotting turd piece of garbage. But he's not wrong to think that it's amazing, and I'm not wrong to think that it's a piece of shit. Mothy thought Multiverse of Madness sucks butt. See, but there you go, Mothy. You agree with me, but there's a lot of people that agreed with the Batman. Like, I read a lot of people online defending the movie and saying that they loved it. And I read other people who agreed with me. And so, like, you know, that would be, in every case, a subjective opinion. There's no objective like that movie's great. Just like video games. Like, there's no objective that movie is great. Or that game is great.
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus. But you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander.
Damn right.
I guess we're done here.
Salion's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species, pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red, but his work is ended here, time to head back to the Normandy. In what I played of Red Dead 2, I liked the story and characters, but it's a Rockstar game, so the gameplay is hard-boiled ass, like in every Rockstar game. I love you, Pat. I know I say it all the time, but I love you, man. You're the best. Oh, God. I don't necessarily agree with his opinion that every Rockstar game's gameplay is hard-boiled ass, but I also see what he's talking about. So, like, because I thought, I really thought GTA 5's gameplay was really good. I didn't think GTA 5 had hard-boiled ass gameplay. But, like, GTA 4, as fun as that game was, I thought it kind of played like hard-boiled ass at times, as the Patman would say. That is a new phrase that we're using, apparently. Yeah, that gameplay is hard-boiled ass. Oh, boy. Oh, the Patman. Coming out hard against Rockstar. Like, no, I really loved GTA 5. I thought it was an incredibly fun game. I thought Rockstar made a really great game. I had a blast playing it. The only reason I stopped playing it was because it physically just stopped being able to fit on my hard drive, and I couldn't play it anymore. That's the only reason I stopped playing it. Otherwise, like, I probably would have stuck with it. I was making good progress in the online. Like, I was doing pretty decent in the heists. I was unlocking some of the crazy vehicles. Like, I think I had the flying DeLorean, which was really cool. Made me smile every time I flew around in it. Nice. Now for the less interesting part, the part where the player plays Simon for a couple of minutes while he opens all the crates. Ooh, that one was an 8-button push. That one actually almost threw me off. Oh, come on. That door doesn't open. I disagree on Pat's opinion here. The gameplay is amazing. Has details to everything that I've personally never seen. For example, there's a random NPC house that is entirely avoidable, and you can enter it and steal from it. You can choose to kill the father or spare him. If you kill him, and after a time shift in the story, if you return to the same house, you can see his child there drinking away and crying, recognizing you and attacking you immediately. Mind you, this is entirely avoidable. That's interesting. That's interesting that they added, like, actual game recognizable consequences. That is very interesting. But I have no opinion myself because I Have not played it, so I actually can't weigh in, unfortunately. But these are both very interesting opinions. So we have amazing and strong attention to detail from Mothy, and then we have hard-boiled ass from the Batman. I believe we would call that the diametrically opposed opinions. And I love that. It's fascinating. It's like me and the Batman on Doc Strange 2. Diametrically opposed opinions. Oh, I can't do anything up here? Sad. Oh, fun fact here. So I did a sketch of that sketch in the bottom left of my stream of the Elcor of me from the D&D game. It's all the way at the very bottom of the screen below my finger. In the actual original sketch, the one where it isn't just cropped out version of me, but like the actual picture, there's a background of him standing on a ship. If you look right now at what I'm looking at, this bridge, that's basically what I used as reference. So I took a screenshot in game of the bridge of one of these ships, and then I just drew the bridge around it and kind of made it my own. So yeah, Pat, this is what I used as the reference for my my Rotan drawing. For the bridge, anyway. And then those are the screens where I ended up putting all the comics I did of like me and the other characters from the other races. But yeah, and then Rotan just standing right there with Hux over his shoulder, right about there. Details like this are 100% of the game. Details that are still comparable to today's games, and today's games losing. I don't know if details are 100% of the game. Like details are important, but like I don't know if I would say like details in a game are 100% of the game. Like good gameplay can make up a good percentage of a game. A good story can make up a good percentage of a game. Like you could give me a game that has all the best details imaginable, and it might have terrible gameplay. And that in my opinion, that wouldn't be good. Or it might have a story that I just think is so mind-bogglingly dumb that like it could just break me. Like there are some stories I will absorb every now and again that the story is so dumb my brain shuts down. See, Mothy didn't really refute me though. What he was talking about was atmosphere, story writing, and world building. None of that has anything to do with gameplay. That's pretty much what I was just saying, the Batman. The moment to moment of what you do. That's basically what I was just saying. Was I wouldn't say it's 100% of the game. Like having a game that's that detailed is amazing. That's a great accomplishment. But it needs other things in order to like. The recipe needs the other ingredients in order for it to actually be a fully fleshed product. Like, Mass Effect is a great game. Like, it has a great story. But if it had terrible gameplay, then nobody would have tuned in. Or if it had phenomenal gameplay but a terrible story, everyone would hate it. Like, Andromeda had great gameplay, but a terrible story. And so people crapped all over it. I just don't think I stuck with it long enough for the story to properly hook me. But the horse testicles shrink in the cold's the best game ever. Okay. We'll give it plus 5 points for horse testicles. I can appreciate a good horse testy every now and again. So what you missed, Mothy, was basically the Papman was talking a little bit more about some of his opinions on Red Dead. Or not even Red Dead specifically, but he was talking about how you were mentioning that details are everything in a game. And he and I both kind of disagree with that, actually. Like, details are important. Like, having the attention to detail and the care of the world built is a huge accomplishment for any video game. But it needs to have that good balance of everything kind of coming together for it to be an amazing game. Like, not every game nails everything. Like, there's some games I love that, like, there are things about the game I hate. Like, even though there are things about the game I love. Like, so it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Okay, let's find another mission. Oh, Oh, the Rogue VI. Yeah, I could take on some robots. Earth's moon. Let's go take on Edie. I swear I didn't make Edie to catfish Joker. I swear I didn't. Oh, while I'm here, let's just see if there's stuff. I haven't looted any of the star systems.
Message coming in.
Oh.
Patching it through.
Happy accident.
I've received some information I thought you'd want to see, Commander. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
How can I help?
I'm
Do you need me to kill a few more scientists?
What can you tell
Do
me?
we need it to be 8
We
deaths?
found a connection between the scientists and you. They all worked on a classified project several years ago on a cruise.
Everything on a Kuz keeps coming back. It's a coincidence. Has to be a coincidence. I literally just dealt with a suicidal child from a Kuz. And now a Kuz is coming up again? Come on.
This can't have anything to do with what happened to me on the Kuz.
Those Thresher Maws killed dozens of soldiers.
Oh, the Thresher
If
Maws.
This was more than just an accident. We need to know.
Details aren't everything to a game. I personally think the realistic nature of Red Dead 2's gameplay is amazing. Some people hated it because they think it's too realistic, but I personally loved it. I think the characters' movement and mechanics are all really good. Your horse doesn't perform well when dirty, and you have to brush it in multiple different ways to get it cleaned, for example. You see, the realistic nature of the game, like, some games excel at realistic, and some games benefit from having a little bit of fantasy in there. So I've mentioned this before with Elite Dangerous. The thing that really turned me off about Elite Dangerous was how it was trying to be way too real with how its control scheme worked, and it actually kind of just took me out of it. Like, I thought the game needed a little bit more fantasy and a little bit more dumb simplicity from time to time. And that almost sounds a little bit like Red Dead 2, where it almost sounds like they went a little bit too realistic. I don't know. I don't know if I own Red Dead 2. I think I just own Red Dead 1, but maybe I'll keep an eye out for Red Dead 2 on Black Friday sales or Cyber Monday sales. I buy like 90% of my video games on Black Friday, so if there's a good price for one, like, yeah, maybe. Like, I'm definitely, you guys talking about it definitely has me curious. Hang on. Is that in the system I'm at right now? Go to the Newton system in the Kepler Verge. Okay, so I'm already here. Okay. And find the one remaining scientist assigned to the secret project. All right. Just wanted to make sure that was where I was. Red Dead 2 always has good deals, so it'll definitely have one on Black Friday. Oh yeah, I'm sure it will. It was like Game of the Year that year, right? So like Game of the Year games tend to always go on really good sales. They tend to even be like less than $20, even like 1 or 2 years later. I wouldn't call Rockstar Games movement realistic when you move like you're glued to the top of an unenthusiastic Roomba. Ooh. He does have a point there. The movement in a lot of Rockstar, at least the movement in Rockstar games that I've played, can be described a little bit like that, actually, yeah. Like GTA 4 and 5. Like, I love the games, but the movement could be a little bit like you're glued to the top of an unenthusiastic Roomba, yeah. You have to, like, go in a circle sometimes to try to get them to walk in a specific direction. But I don't know if that carried over to Red Dead. Alright, got my A team. It did win Game of the Year 2018, 2019, if I'm not mistaken. God, has it been that long already since Red Dead 2 came out? Damn, time flies. Ooh, this planet's pretty. Ooh. This is the first time I've landed on just like one of the open world planets. Ooh. Ooh, the grass looks way better than it did in the original. Oh. It's almost Breath of the Wildy. Ooh, I like it. I also feel like they had kind of bumped up the lens flare to J.J. Abrams levels. Look at that sun's lens flare. God. I like it. 175 Game of the Year awards from various publications. I mean, that's very cool. There's been a lot of Game of the Years though that just haven't interested me. Like, I don't know. Sometimes a game will come out and nothing about it will draw my attention. Where's the map? Alright, we got an anomaly, debris, and then the facility. Alright, so let's just... Normally I search the whole planet, but you know what? I'm just going to beeline it for the objectives. Never mind, it didn't win the Game Awards one. God of War did that year, which I kind of disagree with, to be honest. I loved God of War. Oh, I still haven't played the second one, even though I do own it. I think it's Ragnarok. Is it Ragnarok? I feel like it's Ragnarok. But, I loved God of War 1. Oh. Like, oh, I think that one is a worthy Game of the Year. Ooh. I had a blast with that game. But that's actually a good example of a game where not every aspect of it is amazing. Like, I loved the combat, and I loved the story and the voice acting. But I felt like a lot of the character dialogue was terribly written. At least, like the little stuff. Like, the big cutscenes had some amazing character dialogue. But, like, all the little stuff was, like, in between the game when you're just walking around was pretty terrible. Which took me out of the moment a lot of the time. But I thought the combat was very fun and engaging. I thought the actual, like, core story of the game was very amazing. Really, the combat, the gameplay. Oh, the gameplay was fun. Puzzles could have been a little harder. Oh yeah, the puzzles definitely could have been harder. Red Dead 1 after finishing Mass Effect? Nah, I'm not going to be hitting up Red Dead 1 after Mass Effect. I've got some games I've been in the mood to play. Red Dead 1 is not pushing that off the list. At least not yet. So, I've got that new Indiana Jones game that I actually have really been itching to play. And I've got the new RoboCop game that I've really been itching to play. Red Dead, it's on my list, but, like, it's not, like, high on my list. But it does interest me. But, like, yeah, I think the next games I might be... After Mass Effect 1, I might not hop straight into Mass Effect 2. I think I might hit up Indiana Jones and the Golden Circle. Is that what it's called? The Great Circle? The Patman sent me a lot of game clips of him playing it, and it looked like fun. That Indiana Jones game is my game of the year. Had such a blast playing it. Yeah, the Patman loved it. He was raving about it. Like, he was sending me so many screenshots and game clips of his, like, fun interactions in the game. And he loved it so much, he even bought it for me. He just sent me the digital, like, gift on Xbox, and he's like, "You gotta play this." I'm like, I guess I do have to play this. And I love him for that. Like, he and I do that from time to time. Like, sometimes I'll just randomly be like, "You need to play this game," and then he'll just get the game as an Xbox gift from me, and I won't even sometimes tell him. I'll just wait for him to notice. Like, that's how I got him to play Subnautica. Was I just bought him the game. I kind of forced the issue. Which is one of my favorite games. Subnautica is pretty high on my list. It was very good, in my opinion. That's how an Indiana Jones game should be made. Bethesda cooked. How's the day going? My day's going pretty good. Oh, Dom. Oh, I thought you were the Patman, Dom, because you had the YouTube symbol. Damn it. I'm like, all right, Pat, you already asked me that earlier. Never mind. Different person. Hey, Dom. Welcome to the stream. I just saw the YouTube symbol. That's my bad. My day's going pretty good. I had the day off work, so that always makes a day a little bit better. How's your day going, Dom? Indie J was so fucking good. That's what you told me, man. And you definitely, your game clips made me want to play it. And I did this morning. I got it. I got it onto my hard drive, so you know it's ready to go.
I'm on my way.
And I'm leaning towards once I finish Mass Effect 1. Yeah, not jumping straight into Mass Effect 2 and just hitting up Indie. I'm leaning towards it. Well, that's one game me and Pat agree on. Well, that's the great thing about opinions, Mothy. Sometimes we all agree on the things, sometimes we disagree. Like, yeah, we got to find those things that bridge us and those things that are contentious between us. And there's nothing wrong with disagreeing and agreeing. Like, there's nothing wrong with either. Too many people think that it has to be all or nothing. And like, nah, like, nothing wrong with some nice, healthy disagreement. As long as you always maintain that respect of the other person's opinion. Which both of you have done really well. I give both of you points there. Both of you acknowledged that the other person, that was their opinion, while still defending and tearing it down at the same time. So like, yeah. I'm good working this morning and currently playing KOTOR. Nice. Where are you in KOTOR? Yeah, you were the one that was wondering. You were the one like kind of not feeling the game before getting off the first planet, right? If memory serves, you were kind of on the fence about whether or not you were going to play through the whole game, and you were still on the first planet, on Terrace. If memory serves. Oh, there you are. Aw. That's cute. What's your gamer tag? I'm not going to say it on stream. I try not to show it on stream. But, yeah, I'm not going to say it on stream. Alright. Come on. Anyone else down there? Well, I hope your day's going great, Dom. And yeah, how far have you gotten in KOTOR? Have you gotten off the first planet yet? Oh, look at this guy. Aw, he thought he was people. I was still on Terrace, now I'm currently captured on the Leviathan. Oh, damn! You're on the Leviathan. You made progress. Damn, alright, that's way further in the game. Nice. You've done at least a few missions then at that point, like a few of the core missions. So how are you liking the game now? Yeah, Mothy, I just, you know, gotta be careful on, like, giving out all your stuff. Like, I'm sure there's probably recordings in the past that showed my gamer tag, but, like, you know, I don't like actively advertise it. As I've gotten older, immersive sims have really become one of my genres. Ours in indie is very immersive simmy. I mean, yeah, that's actually, I like that. That's very cool. I just want a game that makes me feel like indie. Like, the closest thing I've ever gotten to feeling like indie was the Uncharted games, which did a solid job of kind of making you feel like an explorer, but they didn't do a good job of making you feel like indie. Like, they captured sort of the essence without capturing, like, the intent. So, like, they kind of, like, half hit the mark with the whole, like, Indiana Jones vibe, but the video game, like the Uncharted games, they're a blast to play, but they're, like, half on the rails, like, shooter, and then half puzzle-solving climbers. And there is a lot of, like, archaeology, like, Indiana Jones style stuff going on, but there's no balance of it. Like, it's all over the place. Like, one section of a game will hit up all three of those like types of video games. And I've heard Indiana Jones and whatever the tagline is, the Great Circle, the Golden Circle, something, has a better balance. Like, it actually has, you feel like indie. Uncharted is a male Tomb Raider. Yeah, I think that's pretty universally agreed upon. Uncharted is male Tomb Raider. Although I vastly prefer Uncharted to Tomb Raider. I can never really get into Tomb Raider. Though I have never played the remakes. Not remakes, but like the beautiful ones. Like they made like prettier ones in like 2014, 2018. I never played any of those. I own them, but they're games I just never got around to. Oh, we got dead people here. Yeah, the reboots. That's the word. It's been a long day. Yeah, the reboots. I never played the reboots. But they look pretty. I've seen them played. But I prefer Uncharted because I really like the stories of Uncharted. Like, I really like the characters and the stories. I really kind of got hooked. I cared about Nathan. I cared about his freaking love story. I cared about his wife. I cared about Sully. Like, I cared about the characters. And Tomb Raider, they're fun games, but like I never really cared about Angelina Jolie, Lara Croft. I couldn't think of her name. And also the voice acting is top notch in the Uncharted games, like absolute stellar voice acting. You were definitely right about the game opening up after getting through the first planet. I was not even close to getting out of Terrace. I'm ashamed for not getting into the game sooner. Don't be ashamed about that, Dom. Some games are just like movies or TV shows where sometimes you have to get to a certain point where that game, that movie, that TV show will actually hook you. And it's completely fair sometimes if we don't just make it to that point. So like KOTOR 1, the game, and I think the Patman will agree with me on this because I know he's played a hell of a lot of KOTOR just like I have. KOTOR 1 really opens up as a video game, like the full potential of the game, once you get off of Terrace, the first planet. Like, the first planet is great, but it's an intro planet. It's really introducing you to the concepts. It's introducing you to the gameplay. It's introducing you to the NPCs and to the general premise. But once you get off Terrace, that's when it almost becomes open world, quasi-open world. That's when you get to kind of go wherever you want, and that's where you kind of get to unfold the story. That's where the gameplay progression really jumps up and you become a Jedi. So the game becomes a lot more interesting and you get powers and abilities. And the game just becomes so much better once you get off. Like, the Terra stuff is fine, especially once you know what you're getting into. Like, you really appreciate the tariff stuff because you know it's just leading to the post-tariff stuff. But, like, the first time playing it, I remember it took me a while to get off Terrace. It took me a minute. The very first time I ever played it. Because I could not leave that damn gunslinger arena until I beat the champion. I think his name was Twitch, right? Oh, no, I had to beat the Mandalorian in a death match. And that took a while. I had to level up to be strong enough to survive the death match. I'd say not till you get off Dantooine, to be honest. You see, for me, Dantooine felt like was when the game really took off because you start actually unlocking the powers and abilities. And the story really starts taking off. But, like, the open world aspect of the game really doesn't start taking off until you leave Dantooine. And then you get to go to, like, Tatooine, Manon, Kashyyyk, Korriban. And all of those planets are phenomenally fun. Every one of them. And they're all memorable in their own ways. Every single one of them. Like, Kashyyyk has a lot of really cool Wookiee stuff. And it has freaking Jolie Bindo, who's one of my favorite characters of all time in Star Wars. Manon has some really gnarly, like, horror vibes with some cool underwater sequences and some great lore. Oh, some juicy lore. What impressed me about Indiana Jones and the Golden Shower is how very Spielberg-y it felt. Made me feel like Indy. As long as the punch sound effects are somebody beating up a thing of meat with like a baseball bat, then I'm happy. Oh, you were a tough mercenary. All right. He must have popped immunity or something. Well, guess what? I got immunity also. Alright, kill that jackhole that was running at us. Yeah, you thought you were going to charge Shepard? I don't think so. Ooh, these guys are bullet sponges. Good to know. Oh, I hate bullet sponges. Alright, throw him, please.
Go, go, go!
Then lift him. That's right, I didn't bring a Krogan. I saw that and I was just thinking, oh, Rex. Nope, that's not Rex. That's somebody that wants to kill me. That's a literal talking dinosaur that wants to kill me. What are some classic video games that should be played? I'm really looking for my next favorite game. Oh, classic video games. That's a tough one, man. These guys are beefy. Yeah, no, yeah, we're getting to the point in the game now where like the level scaling kind of makes them a little bit beefier, which is cool. I like that. But I've never been a fan of bullet sponges in any video games. Kind of the reason I stopped playing Destiny is every boss taking 10,000 bullets to the face. I stopped finding that fun. Thoughts on a BG3 playthrough? BG3. Give me a second. I'm trying to think what BG stands for. Baldur's Gate. I'm guessing you mean Baldur's Gate 3. That's the only thing that I can think of that makes any sense. I desperately want to play Baldur's Gate 3, and as of the last Black Friday, it didn't go on sale. I'm hoping this Black Friday it goes on sale, because I'm totally going to buy it. If it goes on sale. I want to play Baldur's Gate 3 so badly. So if you are talking about Baldur's Gate, then if you can, I'd say go for it. The game looks amazing. Everything I've seen about it looks amazing. Like, it looks like an absolute blast. Unless you're talking about a BG game I've just never heard of. Like, you could be talking about boiling... oh, I can't think of a good G word. Boiling Garrus. I don't know, some Flash game that some fan made who didn't like Garrus. I don't know. Maybe they made 3 of them. I don't know. But yeah, if you're talking about Baldur's Gate, that game looks amazing.
You must die.
Okay, calm down there, lady. Must I die? Must I really?
Area secured.
I tried to get into it, sadly not my type of game. But hey, not everything has to be everybody's type of game, Mothy. It looks like the kind of game I would fall in love with. Baldur's Gate 3. It looks like it really prioritizes the kind of D&D experience of like really getting into a character and role-playing the hell out of it. And it looks fun, and the powers looked fun and very D&D. Like, it looked like a game that really captured the essence of D&D. Alright, I'm looking for loot. And also, I haven't been to Korriban, or whatever the name is, but I would say Manon has been my favorite planet so far. Loved the political atmosphere created, as well as the horror it instilled. Yes! Manon is awesome. I love Manon. So you have finished Manon. Okay. So I wasn't saying anything too specific about the planets because I wasn't sure which ones you'd done. But yes, the politics on Manon are like my favorite part of Manon. The big trial you go through. I loved that the very first time I played it. I was so like enthralled with what was going on. Manon is great. The Selkath are fun and interesting. The underwater base it has really interesting like horror vibes in a Star Wars game. Like it's maybe the only horror I've ever seen in Star Wars. Oh wait, no, there was a zombie episode in the Clone Wars TV show. Never mind. Yeah, they did one zombie episode. Damn it. They did one zombie episode in the Clone Wars TV show where they go back to the bug planet that started the Clone Wars, and they find they just find like zombies. There's just zombies. There's something that can reanimate the dead, and I don't know. It was pretty cool. I thought it was cool. Yes, Baldur's Gate, and I have one full playthrough with about 160 hours total, and trust me when I say that's not even touching the surface to what you can do in the game. I believe it has 24 endings. That's awesome. I love games like that. That's one of the things I love about Knights of the Old Republic. You know, it has multiple endings. Like, that's one of the things I love about Mass Effect. It has multiple endings. Like, I love games where you can play them in different ways and have completely different experiences. I love that. So yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is a game that's 100% made for me. It's been out of my price range as of this moment in time. I'm really hoping for a good sale because I want to buy that game real bad. So that's awesome. So Dom, I know I saw one thing. I think I saw it on Instagram. Somebody played through the whole game. Like somehow they turned themselves into a wheel of cheese and they somehow beat the game as a wheel of cheese. And like, it's those kind of shenanigans also that I just really love. Like when you can just break a game to that extent.
Stay back. I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane!
Oh, Toombs. I remember
Shut up.
Toombs.
You don't get to lie. You don't... Shepard? My God. Shepard, is that you?
You were talking about Subnautica earlier. That game scares me to death. I am afraid of the big bodies of water, like major phobia. Oh, see, if you have a real life phobia of like water and the ocean, then I could see how Subnautica would be legitimately scary. Like there are a couple of parts of Subnautica that had me like scared, like video game scared, not like actually scared. But like I could see how a real life phobia could translate into that game. So yeah, I could see that being tough. There was the parts that like scared me were the parts where I was like genuinely trying to not die and I was going into a new area deeper underwater than I'd ever been, and then just a loud scream would be like following me and like I knew it was there. Like, oh, and I love the tone. I love the vibe of the exploration because you never knew what was going to try to kill you everywhere you went. I love Subnautica. Oh, that game is so good. I remember seeing the Leviathan with someone playing it, and I legit couldn't sleep. That is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. But hey, real phobias are no joke. They are no joke. So that sucks. Toombs! I remember you, buddy. You and I would always get drinks after work. You were great at karaoke. What have you been up to?
Corporal Toombs? But I saw you die on a cruise. How did you get here?
They took me, Shepard. The scientists.
You can't prove any of this. This man is delusional.
See,
it's not a great sign for the scientist when he basically says prove it.
Let those things hit us just to watch and study. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
On a side note, Karth's voice actor is pretty good. I believe he does other voices in the game, but how far are you through the first game? You mean on Mass Effect? Because Karth's voice actor is also in he's in both of them. The voice actor, he's Karth Onasi in Knights of the Old Republic, and technically he has a cameo in Knights of the Old Republic 2. And then he's Caden Alenko in Mass Effect. So are you talking about KOTOR or Mass Effect? If you're talking about Mass Effect, I've beaten all of the Mass Effect games multiple times over, so I know every single thing about Mass Effect. Currently, I've done just 2 of the core missions. So I've killed Liara's mom on Noveria, and I've stopped the zombie outbreak on Pharos. Oh, and I picked up Liara, I guess, if you count that as a core mission. But I haven't gone to Vermeer yet. That's the next thing on my list, but I kind of want to do the side missions before I head to Vermeer.
Tombs, I didn't see anybody. If I'd seen you, I'd have come back for you, I swear.
You can't believe Toombs. He doesn't have any proof. I demand a fair trial.
He was there! You bastard! He knows the truth. They're part of some organization, Cerberus, that runs secret tests like this.
Cerberus? Sounds fake.
Like a lab animal.
Fake news. Made up.
This man deserves to die, Shepard. For you, for me, for everyone else in the unit. Are you with me?
I am with you, but not like that. This isn't justice. This is vengeance. There's a difference between justice and vengeance. Vengeance, you won't feel better after you pull that trigger, man. Let me tell you. Rick finally got his vengeance. And guess what? He was a broken man after. Because he realized nothing changed. So, if Rick's vengeance didn't satiate him, your vengeance won't satiate you.
You're better than this, Tombs.
Murder is injustice.
You're not like them.
Don't tell me who
To quote
I
Superman,
am.
murder
You got
is
away
injustice.
With a few scratches and a scary reputation. The rest of the unit died, and I was tortured for years, Shepard. You can't judge me. You don't have the right.
I mean, he has a point. I don't... If I was tortured for years, I don't know. I don't know how broken I'd be. I don't know. Like, if it never ended, I probably would be a broken human being. I'd probably be holding that gun on the person that did it to me. Yeah, probably. That phobia translates. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Phobias translate, like, into all mediums. Like, people who are scared of certain things, like, reading a book can trigger those phobias. Like, yeah, a phobia is a phobia. Like, it doesn't matter what triggers it. If something triggers it, then that's as legit and real as anything I can imagine. Oh, wise turtle. What is the difference between vengeance and revenge? That's actually an interesting philosophical question. I'm not actually sure. Maybe vengeance has the possibility of at least having some kind of righteousness behind it, whereas revenge is just about an individual. Whereas vengeance can be for a cause or an idea, but revenge is a person trying to seek their own gratification. I think that would be my answer. Yeah. I think that's the fundamental difference between vengeance and revenge. Is vengeance is a little more broadly scoped, whereas revenge itself is generally, it's almost like the difference between proving intent and versus an accident when it comes to like murder cases. Like, so yeah, I think that's the difference between vengeance and revenge. Is the specificity of it. Mass Effect and okay, you were talking about Mass Effect. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, vengeance is more of a big picture thing generally. Whereas, yeah, revenge is, I want to kill that guy, and I'm going to get that guy. Revenge is John Wick. Like, that's, like, he's specifically after that one guy that did the thing, and he wants revenge. Like, that's John Wick. Whereas vengeance is almost like oh, I'm trying to think of an example from media. Oh, you asked a tough one. Like somebody captured by another country, and they want to, like, their idea of getting revenge on that country is by taking on, like, they'll never be happy until, like, they've defeated every single person in that country. Like, that's more of a vengeance kind of thing. Well, nobody started from a kitty cat bracelet because they were kind of stealing John Wick's concept of how a dog, V for Vendetta, is vengeance. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. They were kind of stealing from a dog, or from John Wick, because John Wick's whole, like, mass murder thing started with a dog, and then nobody is basically fist fighting John Wick, and they had a kitty cat bracelet. I know you beat the games. I was just wondering on this playthrough. And quick question, who was your most played character in KOTOR? My most played character? What do you mean? Because you can only really play as the main, right? Unless you mean like who did I always carry around with me as an NPC? Hang on. Who was your most played character in KOTOR? I feel like you mean, like, who did I carry around the most? Who did I carry around the most? I'm not sure I believe there is a difference between revenge and vengeance. They're synonymous. Hell, they share a root word. They do share a root word, but one kind of has a broader context to it, whereas revenge is... I'm going to stand by. Like, they have the same concept behind them, but I think they do very dramatically deal with different scopes. Okay, yeah, like our squad. Who did I always carry with me? Jolie Bindo. Like, I always had Jolie with me once I got him. I don't know if you've gotten that character yet, but I love Jolie Bindo.
Toombs, if I could have helped you on a cruise, I would have. All I can do is help now.
Truth is, Bastila. I always carried Bastila around with me.
Okay. No murderer.
Off the bed, 2 a.m. shift
They couldn't
done.
make me one.
See you later. No, hey, you have a good one, man. I hope your girlfriend is feeling
Maybe
better.
the screaming will
That's
stop now.
awful that she's really feeling bad, and that sucks. And I hope you're being nothing but a good boyfriend, and, you know, supporting, being there, and just, you know, being empathetic. And yeah, I wish you both a good night. You know, yeah, I'd say generally I carry Bastila through pretty much the whole game up until a certain point. She's currently asleep, hence why I was able to be here. Okay, I wasn't. I thought maybe you might have just had me on in the background. I don't know. But I hope you both have a great night. I'll see you next time. I should be streaming tomorrow. I don't see why I wouldn't, unless I have just a really bad day at work. So yeah, 75% chance I'll be streaming tomorrow. But yeah, you have a good one. No, yeah, I carry Bastila with me throughout, like, the entire game. I personally always really loved flirting with Bastila. I always thought that was really fun. And teasing her was always really fun too.
Joker, tell the Fifth Fleet we need a ship.
Like, I always had a blast teasing Bastila.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And I thought she had a great voice. The voice actress did a really good job. Tomb stares morosely at the floor, lost in his memories. You give the scientist a shove towards the door. Your mission is complete. The Alliance courts will take it from here. Exit the bunker. Oh, Tombs. I feel for you, buddy. Honest truth, I'd want to kill that mofo too if I was tortured for years by him. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind I'd want to kill him also. Not a doubt. So yeah, I'm going to say Bastila and Jolie Bendo. I do like Mission. I think she's really sweet. She kind of reminds me of the little sister I always wished I had. I had an older sister and she tortured the hell out of me. And so I did not like her. But Mission kind of reminded me of, she gave me like little sister vibes. And I kind of dug the energy that she brought to the team. She kind of made everything a little bit nicer. I don't know. That's right, I was heading to the moon before I accidentally stumbled across this mission.
Patching it through.
Yeah, Jolie Bendo's the best boy. Yeah, he's my favorite NPC in Knights of the Old Republic. Well, KOTOR 1. I love him in KOTOR 1. He's not in KOTOR 2, sadly. Yeah, those are. I'd say those are the ones I carry around with carry around the most. I never really carried around Zalbar that much. Like, I like Zalbar, but I never really brought him around as a teammate. Yeah, not really. I like T3M4. I always thought he was cute. I never really cared about the cat, Juhani. I mean, she's fine. And I do like that you can redeem her. But Juhani, I don't know. She felt like she almost felt like a DLC character. Like, she wasn't, like, they didn't write the story with her in mind, Juhani. Like, they wrote the story, they created the characters, and they're like, we need one more character. And then they just added her in. Yeah, Lord T3M4, you are not wrong. So, like, I don't have a problem with Juhani, but I would say she's probably my least favorite NPC. But, like, nothing about her I don't not like. I like T3M4. The Papman has a point. There is a character you get on one of the planets. I'm not going to say which planet, Dom, just in case you haven't gotten there. Called HK47, who has the best dialogue in the game. By far. And so HK47 did get carried around on a couple of my playthroughs because I wanted to hear what he had to say on everything. And his dialogue is just absolutely entertaining. It's a joy to listen to. Non sequitur here, but you gonna be able to record that thing maybe this week? I'd like to start on it this weekend. Oh, not gonna lie, Patman. I 100% forgot. I would have recorded it today if I'd remembered, because I had the day off. I've been so just busy grinding Phasmo in my after work the last couple of days. I just forgot. Yeah, I'll record that tomorrow morning, and I'll send you the audio. Yeah, I'll record that tomorrow morning, and I'll send you the audio when I get a chance. I just forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Like, I was so excited at first, and then I just got distracted with other things and just forgot. But yeah, I'll record that next chance I get. For sure has been a blast, but the Age of KOTOR shows, especially in the difficulty and the questing, is a bit lacking sometimes, but overall have had an 8 out of 10 experience. Now, it's a great game, but it is a game that shows its age. Yeah, KOTOR does show its age. There were a lot of talks not that long ago about a remaster, about like a proper full-on remake. And then it just went into development hell. And I don't think we're ever going to get it. But they were making real progress on it. And I'm so heartbroken that it looks like we're never going to get it. Alright. I'm going to go do the moon mission really quick. So I'm going to go load into Luna. Or, you know, Earth's moon. And while I'm loading down, I'm gonna go turn on my room air conditioner. So I will be right back. So, Dom, random question for you. Have you ever played Knights of the Old Republic 2? Just out of curiosity. Probably not, right? Because you never played 1, so why would you have played 2? But, like, just out of curiosity. And are you planning on playing 2 after 1? So I guess that first question was a dumb question on my part. But, yeah, are you considering, KOTOR 2? After you're done with KOTOR 1. So far I carry Zalbar a lot and Karth, but have been rotating the squad mates around. HK-47 has hilarious dialogue. Okay, yeah. So you've been to Tatooine then. Yeah, then HK-47. Delightfully fun character. Not necessarily the deepest character, but he's very fun. Like, very, very fun. Go debris, and I have carried every KOTOR character with me. Like, I've done every kind of playthrough imaginable, but yeah, I think Bastila is probably number 1 just because she's with you from almost the beginning of the game. Then I would put Jolie, then probably HK-47, T3M4. Karth, then Zalbar, and then, like, right at the, no offense to the Mandalorian, but, like, right at the bottom I would probably tie Juhani and Canderous. Like, Canderous is fine, but, like, I think he's better in the second game. I think he's better in KOTOR 2. I think he's more interesting in KOTOR 2. Was thinking about this the other day. Is there any other company you can think of that does the BioWare RPG thing anymore? Like your small squad of playable characters that you control in a big RPG? Not that I can think of off the top of my head. No. Baldur's Gate 3 to an extent, but that's more, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah. Baldur's Gate 3 definitely has a very different kind of style than the BioWare style. So I wouldn't consider Baldur's Gate 3 the same kind of game. Even though I haven't played it, I've seen it played like crazy. I can't think of anyone that puts out these kind of games anymore. Sad. The genre, I guess, just died. I killed Juhani my first playthrough without ever finding out you could recruit her. Yeah, I know a lot of people did. I didn't. I actually, my first playthrough of a game, I tend to play the way I would want to play. So I try to be a good guy, you know, a hero, somebody who tries to do the right thing. You know, I try to channel my inner Superman and hold on to my idealism. When I play games that give you the choice between good and bad. So Fable, I tried to be a person that put good into the world. Mass Effect, I tried to be a person that did the right thing. Knights of the Old Republic, you know, I tried to be, you know, Luke Skywalker and not Anakin Skywalker. But then on subsequent playthroughs, though, I have killed her, Juhani, on my evil playthroughs. But never the first time. Never, like, no, I didn't on the first time. Is it at all similar to KOTOR? If it is, then I will for sure play it. I have been on a huge single-player grind, so once I finish a few games, I might give it a shot. It's very similar to KOTOR. It's almost identical to it. It's the exact same gameplay style. It's the exact same menuing. The exact same, like, level progression and item progression. The big thing that's different about it, the story is a lot darker, which I actually think is really cool. It has a really great tone throughout the whole game. Like, it's a much more somber tone. the gameplay elements themselves are actually a lot more refined. They learned a lot from KOTOR 1, and so they actually took what they learned from KOTOR 1, and they basically made, like, the combat better. So the powers, there's more powers, and they're a little bit more nuanced. There's more weapon variation, and the weapons are a bit more nuanced. The classes are a bit more nuanced. The characters are a lot more gray area, so it's a lot less, you know, these are the heroes and the villains, and a lot more, these are a lot of flawed people trying to just go on this adventure. Some of them good, some of them bad, some of them a bit of both. I almost killed Juhani as well, even as a good playthrough. And I noticed you mentioned Fable. I am playing those for the first time as well. Finished the first one of those games not too long ago. What'd you think of Fable? Out of curiosity. I absolutely adored the first two Fable games. Fable 3 is fun. Fable 3 is a good game, but it didn't capture me the way that the first two Fable games did. But Fable 1, that game was just such a part of my childhood. Like, I played the ever-loving hell out of Fable 1. I loved it. I played it as a hero. I played it as a pure evil monster. I definitely prefer playing it as a hero. I don't like being a bad guy, but I'll do it once. You know, at least. I forget, do I have to destroy all the junctions? Maybe. But yeah, KOTOR 2, I think is a great game. I know some people take issue with the fact that there were some development problems with the game, and so it's not, there are parts of the game that don't feel finished. And I think there was supposed to be more story that didn't end up in the final released product. But even in spite of that, though, I loved it. I thought it was a very fun experience. And like I was saying, I really loved the darker nature of the story. Like, it's much more of a... Like, it's much more of an existential story. You know, and I am existential turtle, so that kind of vibes really well with me. Uh-oh. Pop some immunity and run away. Alright. Garrus, this is where you shine. But yeah, Fable was fun. What kind of a hero were you in Fable, Dom? Were you a good guy or a bad guy? Or what was her name? Pat might remember. What was the name of the was it Whisper? The sidekick / friend that you're training with, and then you have to decide whether or not you kill or save. I feel like it was Whisper. Did you kill or save Whisper, Dom? That'll tell me right now whether or not you were a hero or a bad guy. The first one was a bundle of nostalgia, and for sure one of those games that, even though it has been updated, still shows some age in the questing and combat, but story was good. Good guy always. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I have played Fable as an absolute monster before, and there is a guilty pleasure fun that comes from that, but there is that thing where if you really are a very empathetic kind of creature like I am, I'm a person that really gets into the characters, and like I almost play games for the characters sometimes. So when bad things happen to characters I like, I actually get really sad. And so I don't like being the person that inflicts that sadness. And I've gotten worse about that as I've gotten older. Like when I was younger, I'd be more of a mindless monster. But as I've gotten older, I don't like to be. God, I want the new Fable to be good. Way things are going at Microsoft. I'm worried it'll get canceled before it can come to life. It's not looking great, right? Oh, it's not looking great. That first Fable, though, that was lightning in a bottle. And then Fable 2, I think, took all of that lightning in a bottle magic from Fable 1 and it elevated it. So like what Mothy was saying earlier about Red Dead 1 versus to the transition of Red Dead 2, where he thinks Red Dead 2 was a far superior game to the original, where he thinks it improved in every way. I'm not saying that's my opinion because I haven't played Red Dead, but he thought that. I think Fable 2 took all of the concepts from Fable 1 and improved on every single one of them and made a superior game in every single way. Fable 2 might make top 10 for me. Definitely not top 5, but like it might make top 10. So, like Fable 2 was a wonderful experience. Like holy crap, I loved Fable 2. Like, I don't have any complaints with Fable 2. And her brother Thunder. Oh, yeah. I always remember Thunder. I love Thunder. Oh, boy. He is not happy with you if you make a certain decision. He is really, really not happy with you. But yeah, Fable 2, man. That game. Oh my god. I think that's the reason why Fable 3 was a little lackluster for me. Is I did the thing that you're not supposed to do. I compared it to its predecessor. And the reason, like, Fable 3 was a good game. It just did not live up to Fable 2. And that was the problem. If you can't live up to what came before it, then why are you making it? But it was a good game in its own right, if you just take it by itself. I just didn't do that. Ugh. In comparison. There's no comparison. Question I have about gaming in general, but I always feel like taking the good path consistently gives you a more uniformed and overall better designed story. Thoughts? Also, I think I killed Thunder. Oh, poor Thunder. Oh, I love Thunder. He's a lovable giant. So if you killed Thunder, whoops. So if you killed Thunder, then you must have killed Whisper. But I thought you played as a hero. I don't remember the option to kill. Thunder doesn't want to kill you unless you killed Whisper, right? Or was there another story mission I'm not remembering? Where he wants to kill you anyway? Huh. I thought his death was tied pretty heavily to whether or not you killed Whisper. But I could just be misremembering. But, okay, what you were saying before on taking the good path kind of consistently giving you a more uniformed and better designed story. So here's my opinion on that. I tend to agree with you. I actually think that a lot of these games are designed, like these games where they have the more open-ended, like you can play it good and you can play it evil. I feel like even though they give you the option to play it evil, I always feel like the general story is kind of designed with more the good in mind. So I think that's why you get a more uniformed and kind of better designed story when you aren't just being a murder hobo killing everything in sight. Like when you're actually playing the game as intended, which I honestly think is generally the good way. So yeah, I think there's a reason why the design of games feels like it's better when you're playing through like the Paragon or the good options. Because I feel like that's what the game designers had more in mind. Oh, that's one of the beefcakes. It's the advanced assault drone. Got him. A little hoppy. Alright. Popping immunity. Oh boy. Sabotage, please, while I adrenaline burst and pop another immunity. Just to play it safe. Okay.
I feel better now.
I think it depends on the game. Like in Mass Effect, yeah, I think the good path, or at least the more good than bad path, is the better story. Like Fable, nah, don't matter. I disagree. I think it matters in Fable. Like, because I feel like the tone of the story shifts so dramatically when you go down like the darker path. Even if it ultimately leads to the same... Okay, so it's not like this with Mass Effect, where if you're going good or evil, it heavily leads you one direction or the other. I feel like with Fable, it does this as you're doing the good and the bad. So branching paths that eventually loop back on themselves. And so ultimately, in the very end, I feel like it doesn't really matter because the story like kind of lands the same no matter what. But I feel like the experience of playing good versus evil throughout just felt so disjointed when I played good versus when I played evil. And I felt like the game was more designed around the idea of good, even though the game definitely leans towards the guilty pleasure aspect of playing evil. I didn't kill Whisper, but I believe when I played the game, I tried to get through a gate and could not figure out how to get past, so I killed Thunder, but I can't quite remember. It was like 3 to 4 months. Oh, man. Man. Poor Thunder, because you just couldn't get through a gate. You're like, yeah, you gotta die. Oh, I love Thunder. I don't know. He's like a lovable giant. Poor Thunder. Let's get an RIP in chat for Thunder. So Whisper must have hated you. Oh, I heard you worked with my brother. How did that go? Yeah, I killed him. What? Yeah, I killed your brother. Why? Well, you know, I was trying to get through a gate. The gate wouldn't open. So I just killed your brother. Okay. Poor Thunder. I will admit, I have been kind of itching to dive into Fable again. The second of the 3 computing clusters containing the VI is offline. Poor Edie. I just destroyed her ability to improvise. Sad. I also got rid of 6 years of comedy lessons. Sad. But it takes some weight out of it when you can just go kill a bunch of Hobbs and become ultimate good again. Yes. Yes. 100%. You are not wrong. Fable almost made the nature of the good and evil moot with the ability to, like, if you want to just become evil, you just start doing evil things, or you just eat a bunch of crunchy chicks and suddenly you're evil and you've got like red eyes and cracks in your skin. And if you want to be good, yeah, just go to Hob Cave, where I did most of my farming in the game, and just kill Hobbs for like 30 minutes, and suddenly you're a paragon of justice with light glowing behind you. And yeah, so it does kind of, yeah, it makes it moot. It really does. Well, when you put it like that, yeah, I guess I could have tried harder. I mean, it sounds like that's the way it went down. It's like, well, sorry, Thunder. I tried to get through this door and it wouldn't open. Guess maybe if I kill you, it'll open. Pop, pop. Doesn't Thunder end up working for Jack of Blades, or am I misremembering? See, I don't remember that, but maybe he does, and I'm just forgetting. I haven't played the original Fable in a minute. Like, I remember vaguely playing through it around COVID, but I don't remember Thunder ever, like, becoming a bad guy. The only thing I remember with Thunder is that if you kill Whisper, he goes on a one-man revenge mission. A very personal revenge mission to kill you. Yeah. Not vengeance against evil itself, but revenge against an individual. The hero. The chicken chaser. Well, there are two hero names I was known by. I was Chicken Chaser, and I was Arseface. Both of those struck fear into the hearts of many. Oh, Arseface. Oh, Chicken Chaser. Hero, hero. Oh, I love those games. Fable 1 had a charm. It had a charm, though. There's something about it.
Enemy contact.
It had an energy about it that was just strangely addictive and memorable and vibrant, and it had an identity all its own. As much as I think Fable 2 is a better game, Fable 1 was strikingly memorable. Oh, when Simon just gives you like 4 buttons in a row of the same button push, it makes Simon less interesting. It's actually much more interesting when you're actually doing different button pushes. Oh, hello. Alright, you two. Not the band. Liara, Garrus, take cover on the sides of this door. Let's pop an immunity. Pop an overkill. Take down that shield, and let's overload right at the base. Hopefully I'll catch a lot of them. And singularity. Adrenaline burst. And another immunity. And that's how you handle a horde.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Oh, Liara died. Oh, my space wife. There's nothing quite like farting right in a townsperson's face, and they just yell boo right back at you. Yeah, that would... Oh, that's always fun. Boo! There's nothing better... on a slightly different note, there's nothing better than being the absolute paragon of virtue and justice in the world, and then farting right in somebody's face, basically giving them the worst pink eye they've ever had in their lives, and them saying, "Oh, he's such a hero." Oh, hello, hero. That's when things get really juicy. When they love you for it. Oh, he's so glorious. Oh my, hello, hero. Though I will admit, one of my favorite things Fable ever did, and Fable 2 I think also continued this trend, and it's something that even as I've gotten older and I've become more empathetic even towards NPCs in video games, it's something I'm still kind of okay with, because I very much don't like kids. So in Fable 1, you can certainly not make things go great for your kids when you have kids. Like, your kids can have bad fates. And Fable 2 continues that trend. I've lost count of how many kids I lost I say lost. I should do the quotes. That I lost to Balverines because I brought them with me on a very dangerous mission and then purposefully accidentally left them in the Balverine woods and they just never came home. And I kind of like that you could do that because I don't like kids. So
on my way.
That is one thing I really like that Fable did that most video games won't do, is that they'll let bad fates befall children. And yeah, that's a Fable thing. Other games don't do that. What gameplay style do you guys take in an RPG? Mage, archer. So lately, the past like 5 or 6 years, I've leaned more towards like a summoner when I play characters like that in video games. So like in Skyrim, I went for more of a summoner the last time I played, and I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun going the school of magic and getting all of the different powerful summons and using and like having an army of monsters following me around. And in Terraria, I do the same thing where I'm primarily a summoner also. Very different kind of game, but still, like, I play a summoner. Although historically, I've tended to play more of a like barbarian fighter kind of class in most video games. Not all video games, but like in video games that generally there is an option. Like a lot of old school JRPGs, I tended to just play the like broad fighter. It always felt just simpler. More straightforward. There you are. Got him.
Perimeter clear.
I know personally I learned mage. I lean mage, but if I can be a mage with a sword, I tend to jump for that. Yeah, mage is cool, but yeah, I like summoner. I like having an army following me. I think it's really cool. But throughout my life, the vast majority of playthroughs I've done in video games tend to be like fighter. Fighter barbarian. Very martial combat. A burst of white noise over all frequencies nearly deafens you. Your heart suit's HUD interprets it into a series of zeros and ones. 01001000 01001001 01001100 01010000. They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights on the final VI cluster flicker and die. Poor Edie. Specialization class achieved. That's awesome. I remember the specialization class. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm either a warrior class or a mage class subclass like necromancer or druid. Yeah, most of the RPGs I've played throughout my life, I've tended to just be a bash it until it dies kind of guy. So like my first playthrough through Fable, I did use some magic, sure, but I primarily focused on like buffing myself out throughout most of my playthrough. So I became like the beefiest guy. I got the biggest sword I could, and I just started beating the crap out of everything until it died. As I've gotten older, I've started playing a little more nuanced in video games, so I try to lean more towards the powers and abilities and try to be clever and smart. But like yeah, vast majority of video games I've played. So like Fable, I went punchy. Even in the KOTOR games, I leaned more towards punchy, even if I did have other characters using their powers. Like, I still primarily just walked up and hit them with my lightsaber instead of using my powers. Even going back in time to, like, older RPGs, like Super Mario RPG, which is the game that started me on RPGs, Legend of the Seven Stars, and like Final Fantasy Legend 2. I was very much a punchy character. I very much got the big swords, and I kept upgrading my swords to be stronger and sharper swords. Alright. So yeah, now I can specialize. Health, damage protection, improves immunity or barrier, and improves adrenaline. Or damage with all weapons. Ooh. Ooh, I like the damage with all weapons. And the assassination ability. And it improves immunity. Yeah, I'm gonna be a commando. Absolutely gonna go commando on that. Heh. 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 Sometimes you just gotta go commando. I know the Pat Man knows what I'm talking about. Alright, that was a very straightforward mission. I remembered more drones attacking you. I'm a little disappointed in that. I could swear I remember the drones just attacking you even as you were leaving the building. I'm a little sad that they just kind of lost hope. They just kind of gave up. But I got the specialization class, so woo woo. Also, I miss my computer terminals at the sides of the galaxy map. That's why I like the SR2. I think it was just the interior of the Normandy was a better design. It flowed better. Alright. Oh, I thought I'd get a message from the Admiral saying, good job. Nope, he doesn't give a shit. Alright, let's take a look at my squad really quick, and then I'll probably call it a stream. Ooh, I can max out my charm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I am one charming paragon. Alright, and with commando... Ooh, boy. Immunity now does damage also. Ooh. Yes. Oh, yeah, let's... Oh, I do want assassination. I think assassination will be the next thing I do. In hindsight, I actually kind of regret putting all those points into my pistol. At the time, it felt right because I was primarily using my pistol, but then I got a good assault rifle, and I stopped using my pistol. But the sniper rifle, I'd rather... Oh, I do love the snipers in this game. Alright. Max out commando next time I level up, and then start putting my points into sniper. Yeah. Oh, and I've done some missions. Let's see if I, Let's see if Shepard's locker has any stuff. Or if that only happens after the core missions. I don't remember. Oh, nope, nope. Don't go down the elevator. The locker is over here. Oh, it is after every mission, so I missed out on getting some free stuff. Sad. Oh well, it happens. And then did I get any new weapon upgrades? I didn't get any more weapon upgrades. Sad. I'd rather have something besides that kinetic stabilizer. I'd rather have like another rail extension on there. Like, you know, the weapon fires plenty. I don't really need the stability. And as long as you're monitoring the heat, then a little extra heat absorption, you know, or more heat absorption, that's fine. Oh, but did I get any better polonium rounds? No, I'm still at 6. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's good for now. Let me check something real quick. Okay, got 100,000 credits from just doing those 2 missions. Nice. Or 3 missions. I don't know, I did a few missions. Yes, I did get distracted a little bit doing, like talking to chat, but you know what? That's how I game while I stream. That's the whole point. I like talking to chat. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Doesn't bother me. So this game's going to take me longer to beat than it would beat if I was just playing it by myself. I would have already beaten this game if I was playing it by myself. But I like talking to people. It's fun. Heard you saying you're hopping off. Have a great day. Hope to catch another stream. Thanks for stopping by, Dom. I love talking to you. Like, it was really fun. I hope you have a great day, too. Yeah, I'm going to be hopping off. I think that's about the right time. But, yeah, I had a blast hopping back into Mass Effect. I took a couple of days off because I knew I was going to have crappy days at work. And I did. I had crappy days at work. But, it gave me a chance to dive into Phasmophobia, and I farmed out a bunch of levels on my Xbox version of Phasmophobia. Because I bought this game on Xbox to solve my streaming problem with Phasmophobia. And I farmed out levels so that we could have good equipment. Because I have more fun when I can actually see where I'm going, hence the headgear. But you don't unlock that until level 80. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to playing that, though, this weekend. I think there's a good chance we're going to be streaming that on Sunday. I'm really looking forward to that. That was fun last week. And I hope we do that again, Pat. But, yeah, that's going to be where I'm going to end it there. Thanks for all the people that stopped by. Dom, Mothy, Sky Commander, and the Pap Man. I really enjoyed talking to all of you. I hope you all have a great day. And, Pat, I hope your day improves after work kicked your ass. Like, I know how rough it can be when work just runs circles around you, man. Believe me. I hope your weekend coming up is super relaxing. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good one. Till next time, live long and prosper.